Senator, thanks for being here, and it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Chairman Hutton, for holding this hearing today, members of the committee. Thank you for holding the hearing on SB 1, a plan to put Wisconsin on the path to a flat tax. Over the last decade, hold on, I got to get situated here a second. So over the last decade, we've worked hard to lower the tax burden in Wisconsin, but we have more work to do. A flat tax will encourage more growth in Wisconsin. It will keep more money in the pockets of our friends and families, and it will simplify our tax code and make it more equitable. Since 2011, the legislature has cut taxes by a cumulative $22 billion. As a result, state and local taxes as a share of personal income have fallen to the lowest level since at least 1970. While the progress of the last decade was sorely needed, the state of Wisconsin continues to overtax its residents, as evidenced by our projected $7 billion surplus at the end of this budget. Not only does Wisconsin overtax its residents, Wisconsin's tax code remains uncompetitive. According to the Tax Foundation's 2022 State Business Tax Climate Index, Wisconsin ranks 27th overall, slightly below average due to higher than average individual and corporate tax rates. Surveying tax policies across the country, it's shocking how far behind Wisconsin has fallen. Only 9 states have an individual income tax rate higher than Wisconsin's top rate of 7.65%. Every state between New York and California has a lower top individual income tax rate than Wisconsin, except for our neighbors to the west, Minnesota, who maybe has a more screwed up tax rate system than we do. Despite what some have claimed, moving to a flat tax is not about cutting taxes for just millionaires like Sarah Godlewski and Alex Lasry. Businesses on Main Street all across Wisconsin are subjected to Wisconsin's uncompetitive tax rates. As many as 95% of all Wisconsin businesses pay taxes under the individual income tax. High tax rates ultimately hurt a state's ability to attract and retain family-supporting jobs, while ultimately hurting a state's ability to invest in programs that we all support. We've seen what uncompetitive tax rates mean for state collections. Last summer in California, Democrats passed a budget with a $100 billion spending increase. Now Governor Newsom is proposing $11 billion in spending cuts to manage the state's $22.5 billion deficit. What changed so quickly in California? Wealthier income earners are fleeing the state for more affordable places to live and run their businesses. Every time a business opts to invest in a lower tax state, our constituents lose out on high wages, family-supporting jobs. This is unfair tax policy, and this bill fixes this inequity. This bill provides significant savings for middle-class families in Wisconsin. A family making $70,000 annually will see a cumulative tax savings of $2,269 over the 4-year phase-in of the flat tax. They will save $898 every year after the flat tax is fully phased in. That's real savings for real families. A flat tax isn't a novel idea. Many other red and blue states across the country have or are moving to a flat tax. That includes states like Illinois, to our south, Iowa, Michigan, New Hampshire, and Colorado. In 2020, Illinois put the issue of a progressive income tax before the voters, and in the same election where Joe Biden carried the state of Illinois, the voters rejected a progressive tax rate system in Illinois. Illinois is beating us in tax policy, people. Let that sink in. Some of the criticism of the path to a flat tax has centered on the cost of the proposal, and I appreciate those concerns. Republicans have put Wisconsin on sound fiscal ground, and we will not throw caution to the wind. The $7 billion surplus gives us a unique opportunity to be innovative and bold, providing real tax relief for Wisconsinites. We've cut the bottom tax rates. Now we must move towards a fair, flatter tax code. This will make Wisconsin more competitive, more affordable, and stronger. This is a day for all Wisconsinites. This is a tax plan for all of Wisconsin. Mr. Chairman, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with a once-in-a-lifetime surplus to move Wisconsin forward, to continue to simplify our tax code. So I ask for your support for SB1, and happy to answer any questions that you, Mr. Chairman, or the committee might have for me.
Perfect. Thank you, Senator LeMahieu. Appreciate your testimony and leadership on this very important issue and reform.